Hi, I'm Dr. Lance Morris, and welcome to my weekly YouTube posting. This is number 33 of a sequential series. It's interesting and by no means coincidental that in the Christian Bible, John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. In Shabda Yoga, the Word is pure sound and is an audible, living force. This sound is in a frequency range not audible with physical ears. It requires turning on our inner hearing to be perceivable. Using mantra, whether vocally or silently, is a switch that turns on our natural ability to hear and then follow the living Word. It is this audible life stream that both creates above stem and manifests below stem. The bandwidth of all frequencies is its domain. From Ecclesiastes 1:9, what has been will be again. What has been done will be done again. There is nothing new under the sun. Besides being a lament about the repetitive nature of the physical, mundane world and a call to live a life for God, it has an interesting parallel to the Bardo Thodal, or Tibetan Book of the Dead, I referred to in an earlier post. It is this premise of nothing new under the sun that brings clarity to my use of the terms creation and manifestation. It is in the dimensions of stem that are polarized that we have karma and reincarnation. It is within stem that we have a learning and testing ground to master the forms, to break free and become formless. While in stem, we are literally in the Ground Hog Day repeating moment. Within stem, things happen. These things are the same things repeating over and over. It is not the things that are important, but how we are with those things. This bears repeating. It is not the things that are important, but how we are with those things. On the surface, it certainly seems as if the things themselves are indeed very important. Let's examine this idea more closely. I often like to share that I can tell you what will be in the news tomorrow, next week, or next year. It is not because I'm psychic, but because I understand the nature of STEM. Every day you can read or hear about news stories in which there is birth, death, celebration, murder, or war. Reflect with me a moment. The news is a continuous series of repeating, looping stories. The only difference is that the names, dates, and places change. Although we may commonly alternate between male or female bodies from life to life, although we may be rich or poor in a given life, although we may be born in a particular country, culture, or religion, we are all going through the same looping series of experiences over and over. We are here within STEM to learn and master the most fundamental lessons. If we fail, we get to try again. This is not punishment, but the cyclical nature of our existence in STEM. As above, so below. As within, so without. School is a perfect reflection of this reality. In kindergarten, we need to learn to tie our shoes, buckle our buckles, snap our snaps, button our buttons, and zip our zippers. If we fail, we are privileged to get to try again. Although this may seem like a punishment, that is our own mental construct and interpretation. Although it may seem subtle or not particularly important, the difference between manifestation and creation is significant. Manifestation can only occur within STEM, in which there is literally nothing new under the sun. Creation can only occur above STEM, where there is no polarity and no repeating loop of experience. It is above STEM where everything is new and fresh. True creation cannot be understood nor explained as a mental construct. It is a state of being. Last week, I also brought up the speculative concept of the multiverse. Within the context of the primary difference between all things and all dimensions being a difference in frequency or vibration, what does this suggest? Let me use the example of a ghost. A ghost is a disembodied spirit. Normally, the average person has no perception of their presence. The reason we generally do not perceive a ghost is because they are vibrating at a frequency outside the range of our normal 5 primary senses. The ghost is in what is called the astral plane or dimension. This dimension is superimposed on the physical dimension. To perceive anything in the astral dimension, we need to expand our frequency perception band. One of the tools we can use to do this involves the use of sound as mantra. Whether physical, astral, mental, or soul, all dimensions are superimposed and coexist in the same space within different frequency bands. Imagine that the transition between these bands forms an energetic membrane. Using tools like RST, resonant sound therapy, we are able to wake up the body's physical fascial membrane to open the doorway to link and traverse all physical and non-physical membranes. Within the physical, astral, which is the emotional, mental or soul dimensions, we have either a physical or an energetic body. Within each of these dimensions, we coexist simultaneously. Each dimension's frequency band is expanded and is more than the previous one. The expansion is sequential from physical, astral, mental, soul. This superimposed dimensionality may seem to some as evidence of a multiverse, but it is not. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Till next week, bye for now.